TCS Tata Consultancy Services Elevate Wings 1 November 2024 Major changes. Removal of all desired code full stack selection from associate since November 2024 cycle onwards. Hello friends, welcome back to Smart Nazi Tech Study. So basically in this video we are discussing what are the desired code full stack will be removed from your unit.bg according to you. So before starting the video, hit a like, subscribe and share. So some of the associates are already doing their core full stack if it is removed from your unit or BG. So what will happen will be discussed in this video. Basically, for you to get digital cadre, you must have articulation minimum pass and domain learning should be completion. So if you are currently Smart or Ninja associate, start Wings 1 journey. In the first track, you will have core full stack distinction. You must acquire core full stack distinction, and then track 2, either you can go with again core full stack or core non-tech tracks, which are process, skill and unit electives. Either it may be internal or external. SOP Elevate Wings 1 IT or ITIS. So SOP stands for Standard Operating Procedure. Elevate Wings 1, it belongs to both IT or ITIS. So document revision list, this is a document version 16 and the document name is SOP Elevate Wings 1 ITIS. These changes are made in August 2024. In this they have added or modified some things. BG, business group or unit specific code tech tracks, they have introduced today. If you are BFSI, so you are allowed to do some of the core full stack and some are removed in your unit. Inclusion of design and learning service track, selective enrollments only. So they have introduced a design and learning services track which comes under core full stack section. Work performance criteria for assessment eligibility. If you want to appear for Wings 1, you must have anniversary rating 4 or 5 and financial year band A or B. Percentile approach for result processing. So you will get a percentage in the result. If you get pass percentage, which is 50, if you get 50%, then you are pass. If you get 70% or above, you will get distinction. Dashboard update. So there is a Wings 1 dashboard is there which will be updated, and WFO compliance you need to follow. So this is the link for what courses your unit or BG has contained and removed. So follow this link. So before following this link, you must know the below points. If you are an existing Wings 1 subscriber, below are the details you should be aware of. If you are enrolled into a non-unit specific code tech track and intend to appear for the November assessment cycle, digital or innovator milestones, complete your learning by 10th September 2024 to become eligible. And another case is if you are enrolled into a non-unit specific code tech track and do not intended to appear for the November assessment cycle, digital or innovator milestone, you should change your enrollment into one of the unit specific code tech tracks. If you are enrolled into a unit specific code tech track, complete your learning by 5th October 2024 to be eligible for November assessment cycle. So if you are already enrolled, so if you are already something doing core full stack which is not part of your unit or BG, so you need to complete it by 10th of September. And if you are going to enroll, so if you are starting your Wings 1 journey, so that you need to select from your unit tech tracks only, and you need to complete your learning by 5th of October 2024. FAQs, frequently asked questions. First one, will it be okay to register to a core tech track that is not part of your industry units list of tracks, industry unit list of tracks? No, you must select a track that is part of your unit list to be eligible for Wings 1 assessments. Second one, where can I find my business unit code tech track list? Your unit specific relevant tech tracks are tagged in Wings 1 ITIS certificate, which is comes under 15205 or 15206 inside the course ID 80840. So go to in IUL, search this ID 80840. In that one course is there. So in that course, what your unit has the core full stacks will be displayed. So third one, I have completed my learning or about to complete learning in a track that is not part of my units list. What should be my next course of action? If you have completed or about to complete your learning in a tech track that is not part of your your unit list, then you will be allowed to attend the November 2024 assessment cycle as a one-time exception. You should make sure to complete all the learnings by 10 September 2024 to become eligible for this cycle. So if you are already completed or going to complete, then you have one-time exception so that you can appear for November 2024 assessment cycle. Fourth question, will there be an exception to appear for non-unit specific core tech tracks in future Wings 1 assessment cycles? No exception will not be allowed post November 2024 cycle onwards. If I do not find my units 11 core tech track list as, who should I connect with? So in case you do not find any relevant track for your unit, please connect with your unit TD Spock. Sixth question, I have attended a pass in a tech track in a previous cycle and I aim to secure distinction in the November cycle, but unfortunately the track is not part of my units list. Will I be allowed to register for the track in the November cycle? Yes. The answer is yes. As a one-time exception, you will be allowed to register for the track in the November cycle. So seventh one, most important one, I am eligible to appear for innovator coding challenge in a track that is not part of my unit's code tech track list because I have attended a distinction or pass in previous cycles. Will I be allowed? Yes. As a one-time exception, you will be allowed to appear for the innovator coding challenge in the November cycle. For any future assessment cycle, you will need to enroll for your unit specific code tech track. Eighth one, will historic distinction or pass in tech tracks be considered for milestone rewards? Yes, it will be considered as per the existing business rules for milestone rewards. So this is a bonus or great news for existing Wings 1 associates who have already got distinction or pass in tech tracks, which is Java, Python, SQL, etc. Ninth one, who is my first point of contact, POS or Spock, in case of any queries? Your first point of contact will be your unit TD. Unit TD means unit talent development officer or person. Spock, single point of contact. So Wings 1 overview. What will be the Wings 1 overview? Elevate Wings 1 helps to evaluate associates' multi-dimensional performance using a democratized, transparent talent framework with a chance to boost their career and compensation. So program eligibility, associates in grade Y, YD, YG, CS1, C1Y, C1. Full-time TCS employees with employment status as active. So one super good news, historical core programming distinction will be considered at par with core full stack track for digital milestone rewards. Enrollment, associates will be auto-enrolled to the Wings 1 program based on eligibility. So based on your grade, you will be auto-enrolled if you are C1 or below the C1 grades. IVAL certification ID is 15205 for IT and 15206 for ITIS role. Associates will be unenrolled from Wings 1 program for the following reason. Upon promotion to C2 or equivalent grades on resignation, associate can connect with their unit TD in case they want to drop off from the Wings 1 program. So the tracks, articulation is a mandatory track for innovator and digital cadre. So it is a one proctored assessment. It has the below modules, which is commons A2, the art of articulation. The topic is core articulation, communicate effectively in global teams, core articulation teams without borders connected. So I have made a video and a few most important questions also I have made that video is below in our description. So clearing articulation track, minimum pass is the prerequisite for digital milestone rewards. Core full stack and non-tech tracks. Core full stack T1 to T15 are there, and they have newly introduced a UX and visual design. Max 2 proctored assessment. One is MCQ based and another one is hands-on. So there are 2 proctored assessment which are in-person ion center assessments. So business skill, it has 2 tracks which is business skill 1 and business skill 2. In business skill 1 there are 3 topics, which is collaborative decision making, personal mastery and mindfulness, and last one is professional networking. In business skill 2 also has 3 topics, which is personal mastery, working with agility, second topic complex problem solving capabilities, and last topic is persuasion influencing skills. So one proctored assessment, anyone you can choose. Either you can go with the business skill 1 or business skill 2. According to my experience, business skill 2 is simple one. Process. So process has 2 topics only, which is agile for beginners and agile for practitioner, and second topic is RIO, application operation, rigor in operations. So it is also one proctored assessment, which is a MCQs and multiple select question MSQs. So proctored assessment cycle will be conducted per financial year 2 times only, which is May and November. This is going to change if they want to change. For North America, ILP exit assessments are aligned to Wings 1 assessments. Hence, few additional special assessments will be scheduled for North America IIP associates. Associates clearing these exit assessments by satisfying Wings 1 business rules will be awarded with Wings 1 milestone completion benefits and will also be tagged as Wings 1 high talent in the system. Proctored assessment eligibility. In order to appear for the Wings 1 assessments, you must have appraisal band A or B, anniversary rating 4 or 5, only for associates who have completed 1 year in the organization and who are yet to receive performance band. So if an associate who is eligible for appraisal band but it is not given a performance band due to want of allocation or any other reasons, then he or she will not be considered eligible for assessment, evaluation on or rewards. So if you have completed your 1 year project, 1 year in TCS and you haven't get a band for your 1 year completion, so in that case you are not eligible. So the bench people who are in bench for 1 year or they don't get appraisal band, so they are not eligible. So my suggestion is to get allocated in any kind of project in order to appear for Wings 1 assessments. So one good news for freshers and experienced professional, they just have joined in organization below 1 year experience. For them there is no appraisal band or anniversary rating, only the learning completion will be considered for proctored assessment eligibility, and at least one track selection in the registration survey is compulsory. Prerequisite for proctored assessment in core full stack and core non-tech tracks are based on completion through any of the below paths, which is learning path, associate not having the required proficiency in the subject or advised to take up the learning path in IUL to become eligible for the proctored assessment. So for example, if you want to choose articulation, if you don't have any prerequisite knowledge about articulation, then you should go with the learning path and then appear for the proctored assessment. Important note, if an associate is promoted to C2 within a particular financial year, then what happens? If he or she shall be allowed to continue Wings 1 curriculum and take up the next immediate cycle, only one assessment post promotion to accrue the compensation benefits if qualified. After one cycle, associate will no longer be eligible for Wings 1 and will have the option to subscribe for Wings 2. There is no restriction in the number of attempts. Associates can take any number of attempts across assessment cycles provided they meet the eligibility criteria. The highest grade, pass or distinction of a track will be considered in case of re-attempt. Based on milestone reward requirement, track completion will be considered. Wings 1 result will be published as grades, not as scores. In IUL, result and grade will be uploaded track wise. Result will be either successful or unsuccessful. Grade, which might be distinction or pass, will be populated only if result is successful. Grade will be blank if result is unsuccessful. Irrespective of the result, success or unsuccessful or grade value, pass or distinction, score will be the default value, which is 0 for all associates. Dashboard will be updated once the cycle results are published in IUL, provided you meet the work performance criteria. So I am very disappointing with this 0 for all associates. If you have unsuccessful attempt or successful attempt, the score must be appear so that the candidate will get the distinction or pass according to following their learning. So this is one of the drawback. They won't display the scores of the candidate in the tech track. So important note 2, proctored assessment type, question or pattern. So technology, in the technology tracks, objective, SBQ, single SBQ assessments and hands-on assessment, innovator coding challenge is there. Business skill or process, objective assessment, which is multiple choice questions and multiple select questions, fill in the blanks also there. Articulation, objective assessment and writing skills assessment is there. Track completed or cleared rules. The results are processed based on the percentile approach. The percentile value is calculated for each of the tracks and the below cutoff will be applied for finalizing the grades. Not pass. If your percentage is less than 50%, then you are not pass. If your percentage is greater than equal to 50, then you will get pass grade. And if you get 75% or above, you will get distinction grade. The above parameters are indicative and are subject to change. Important note 3, proctored assessment communication. Assessment detail, assessment name, date, slot, venue, registration link would be published in all communication channels like Wings 1, assessment, Nomi, community, mails, and our Smart Nudge Tech Study channel also. We will provide you assessment communication. That means when will Wings 1 exam will happen and when will result will be released. So like that kind of stuff will also be updated in our channel. Assessment location, in-person assessment. Associate must take assessment from the debut location only. So debut location is the location which you are currently doing your job or role. So base branch is the branch which you have been joined. In case you are reporting to a different office location other than your debut location, please get in touch touch with your supervisor and get your debut location changed in the system before the registration cutoff date. Associate must carry the digital entry pass and TCS ID to get entry into office premises along with other WFO formalities. Please coordinate with the admin team for TCS ID cards and other WFO formalities well in advance before the assessments. It is mandated to sign the attendance sheet during in-person assessment, in the absence of which scores will not be evaluated. So important note 4, malpractice. HR action ranging from termination of service to issuance of warning letter or debar from Wings 1 program will be initiated to associate indulging in malpractice during proctoral, digital or physical assessments. Rewards milestone based. Rewards or milestones. The rewards for TCS Elevate Wings 1 will be based on learning performance and work performance. Learning performance is evaluated through written assessment or hands-on or innovator coding challenge interview they have just mentioned. Work performance is based on appraisal band A or B or annual rating 5 or 4. Rewards can be one of the following at any cycle. Elevate Wings 1 incentives as per milestone clearance rules for digital or innovator. Elevate Wings 1 gems reward applies only for the following. Associates will be eligible for rewards gems only if they are not eligible for rewards Elevate incentive in that cycle. So if you are cleared only one track, which is business skill 2 or 1, then you will get gems for one time only. That is, TCS gems will be given only once for associates who have scored pass, not distinction, in the next attempt for the track. If the associate score pass, he or she will not be eligible for rewards gems in the next attempt. TCS gems is not applicable for articulation track. If you get pass or distinction articulation, no gems will be awarded, as it is essential for attending digital milestone rewards. Elevate Wings 1 incentive will be awarded based on digital or innovator milestone as per the business rules. TCS gems or Elevate Wings 1 incentive compensation letter will be released only to associates under active employment status at the time of issuance. Continuation. TCS gems will be a one-time reward, while Elevate Wings 1 incentive will be a monthly component that is part of compensation or CTC or package. The effective date of Elevate Wings 1 incentive reward will be finalized based on completion of the assessment, written or interview. TCS gems process is subject to change anytime based on the business requirements. High talent flag will be set for associates receiving Elevate Wings 1 incentive and not TCS gems. Elevate Wings 1 incentive will be secured and merged with CTC on promotion to C2 grade. Upon promotion to C2 grade, correction policy: pass on 1C, stop on 1D. 2 consecutive Cs will not be applicable on Elevate Wings 1 incentive. WFO will be checked by the total rewards team and compensation letters will be released only when organization WFO compliance requirements are met. So correction policy: in the subsequent appraisal cycle, if the associate gets a band C, if you are so for example, you have appeared for the Wings 1 assessment and you have got digital cadre and you have started receiving Wings 1 incentive, and in the next appraisal cycle you will get C band, then the Wings 1 incentive will be passed. Please note, incentive will be passed and not deducted. If the associate regains A or B in the immediate next appraisal cycle, if you get in the next appraisal cycle after the C band, if in another financial year you will get B or A band, then your Wings 1 incentive will be resumed. If not, in case of associate getting you in another case, if you get a second time also C band, it will be reset or stopped. Similarly, if an associate gets a D band, incentive will be reset, that means stopped at the first instance, and associate has to restart post getting A or B band. Scenario 1: assume an associate has qualified for Wings 1 in a particular cycle and has started receiving Elevate Wings incentive. If the next appraisal cycle the associate work performance slips to C band, the Elevate incentive will pass. It will resume if the associate manages to get appraisal A or B in the immediate next appraisal cycle. But if the associate gets a continuous 2 C bands, then the incentive will stop and will not be resumed. Only way to get the Elevate incentive after correction stop is to resume learning, and again you have to give in-person assessment and clear subsequent milestones with distinction as per reward rules and get qualified. In scenario 2, assume an associate who has qualified for Wings 1 incentive in a particular cycle and has started receiving Elevate incentives. In the next appraisal cycle, the associate work performance slips to D band. The Elevate incentive will stop from them on. It will not resume even if the associate manages to get appraisal A or B later. Only way to get the Elevate incentives after correction stop is to resume learning and a clear subsequent milestone with distinction as per reward rules and get qualified. The above rules while setting high talent flag as well. So now the question is how to get digital cadre. That means the cities ranging from 7 to 9 LPA according to experience. So currently, if you are smart or ninja, you will start Wings 1 journey and you are completed by just following these guidelines, and you will get digital reward. So innovator milestone, associate must have the below tracks historically to acquire the innovator milestones. So for innovator, you must have domain learning completion and along with that innovator coding challenge distinction. Prerequisite is one core full stack assessment distinction or pass, and second one is you should have business skill distinction, either 1 or 2, and third requirement is you should have articulation distinction and process also distinction. So all the tracks you should have distinction for innovator milestone. So more details on core full stack I will pass. So more details on core full stack changes, pass the video and read this. So finally, all the best for November 2024 exams. In this time, all the runners hands up, and all the digital cadres hands more up in order to get innovator. So everyone be serious for this November cycle and crack your aspired cadre, which is digital or innovator. So this is for now in this video. If you have any doubts or clarification, you can feel free to connect on TopMate. If you are planning to connect, if you are want to connect me personally, so you can book a session on TopMate. So in that I will guide you personally on how to choose the tracks, how to get digital or innovator roles. So this is a wonderful opportunity for you. I will be with our platform is very low prices. I will show you my platform. So in this comment section, you need to click on any doubts or clarification in this link. Here in this link you will get a chance to meet me. So here in this you will get a chance to meet me personally. So the prices are very affordable prices. So quick chat or ask your doubts, any doubts. So if you are planning to ask in Elevate Wings on related, you can ask a career or related doubt session. I'm charging 25 rupees for 1 hour guidance. Ask me anything is only affordable prices. So basically I am a Java developer and a YouTube content creator. As you know, I have 3+ of years of IT experience working in top IT organization. That is also, you know, if you have any career related, Wings 1 related or any kind of doubt, you can happy to ask or connect with me here. You can choose for Wings 1 related, you have to go here career guidance and click on this and book a session with me as per your desired date and as per your desired timings. All the best for your upcoming assessment, which is November 2024 cycle assessment. And finally, thanks for watching our videos. We will meet in another upcoming video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share. Your 1 like and 1 subscribe will motivate me a lot in order to do more videos on Wings 1 assessments. Again, thanks for watching. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.